This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So, guys, first of all, welcome to the demo session here. So, now, before I begin with the demo session and we continue to learn the product here, so a little bit of brief about myself here. So, I have like total of. So, you are saying something?
Your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Okay.
Yeah, now you can go ahead. Now it's clear.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Any challenge with the, in case you face any challenge with the voice, just let me know. Okay.
Sure.
So welcome to the first session of AEM Forms. Okay. So before we jump on the product side, a little bit of brief about myself. So I have around 9.5 years of experience, and with this product I've been working with 6 years on both JE and OSCI side, right? And now when we'll be jumping on the training would be mix of both, a little bit of hands-on, little bit of the theoretical part, and in between we'll be covering few use cases as well, which are very common, and I'll be telling you few caveats related to the product, which will help what to choose.
This
What I
conference will
began
now be recorded.
Okay, so what I began here with is that I gave a little bit of introduction about myself, about what the work experience. I think we'll skip that for now because uh,
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
three
go
four.
ahead.
Yeah. So so the agenda for today, what I've kept is like this is the introduction to AEM forms that we'll look the journey from life cycle to AEM forms. This is very important because a lot of designing around the solution would be based on what kind of assets, what kind of the components that the existing customer would be having. So you will get some assets already which are with the customers, already some forms which are with the customers. So we need to know why the journey and what's the core concept around that. Then we'll look why we moved from PDF based form to HTML5 forms. So does it mean that PDF forms are no longer used or does not work today? So we'll check on that front. We'll look into the capabilities on AEM form side, that what are the features component that AEM provides us. We'll take a high level overview or a top view of AEM forms. This is not a complete in-depth architecture, which we'll look into the subsequent session. It's a top level view. Okay. Then we'll see working demo of adaptive form where I'll show navigate you to the major components, keep capabilities that we saw, and I'll show you a difference between a simple form which you will create to a good design which can look okay. So like the actual customer form. Okay. Okay. So beginning with the first part, right? What's AEM forms? So AEM Forms is actually an enterprise product. Okay, it's not a desktop product, and a lot of things that you would find the capability that is has is revolving around automating the normal business processes. And any business process that you see today, day-to-day life, right, can pretty much involve like asking somebody to fill or respond to something, fill a form, you know uh, you know give somebody a questionnaire, give somebody a feedback form, right, a leave
Mm-hmm.
application, right, these kind of a normal business processes. So if somebody has a business processes where he has to fill something, he has to do some
Mm-hmm.
reporting, and he has
Mm-hmm.
to respond to somebody, that's where the
Mm-hmm.
forms capability comes up front. You use for this kind of use cases. Okay, a
Mm-hmm.
very simple example that I'll use through the course of the training is a leave application. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if I have to apply for a leave, what I can
Mm-hmm.
create, I can create a business solution using AEM forms, where I will create a form for an application. I'll
Mm-hmm.
fill the details on when I'm taking a leave, and when I submit, it goes to my manager for approval. And if my
Mm-hmm.
manager approves it or denies it, I get a confirmation mail that
Mm-hmm.
okay, your leave has been approved or rejected with a
Mm-hmm.
reason. Okay, so it's a very simple process, and because I'm telling this example because we'll be automating it in the future classes, like with a workflow and a form.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about the just about the introduction part, right? Second thing, uh, the AEM Forms was not AEM Forms, and you would find a lot of people still using its legacy word, life cycle, life cycle. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, have a product inside AEM Forms, which is a desktop kind of a product, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
use it with JE and OSGI both. So that product is used with both these stacks. Okay, it is called Designer, AEM
Mm-hmm.
Forms Design, a lifecycle designer. Now, anybody who uses OSGI JE can say that, oh no, I need a form, but it should be XFA based forms. So you need to have another software which comes with the product, and that is coming from the legacy side of the product lifecycle. That is not the OSGI stack, but it has to be installed on your local machine, and you need to create the form. We look that software also, right? And how do you create XFA based adaptive forms? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that has to create the data model actually. Okay, now the
Mm-hmm.
product was actually Jet Forms, which was a very small desktop based product. So when the journey started in 2001-02, it was a desktop product, it was not an enterprise product. So when the product moved to Adobe Lifecycle ES0 in 2007, it became a first enterprise product, and the
Mm-hmm.
capability was just you can create PDF and you can send the PDF to different people for responses,
That is
nothing
all
else.
manual kind of.
Yeah, so now
So
when
that is
slowly
for design
slowly
like PDFs, interactive.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so now when we move from life cycle 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, and life cycle 4, life
Mm-hmm.
cycle years 4 is where the major transformation had. It's like the most stable product that lifecycle had. It was the major transformation product because in
Mm-hmm.
parallel of ES4, there was a product which Adobe was working and bought, which was called CQ5. Remember
Mm-hmm.
CQ5,
Mm-hmm.
and CQ5 is what became the AEM, right? Which you are already learning, correct? AEM side, right? So
Mm-hmm.
CQ5 actually became EEM. So CQ was a parallel product which was working in front of Adobe Lifecycle. So what
Mm-hmm.
happened? The stack of Adobe Lifecycle was Java, JE itself, and nothing else, right? But with after ES4, with 2014, this product, Adobe Lifecycle, was rebuilt on top of CQ5 and called AEM Experience Manager. So now with 2014, Lifecycle had two kind of stacks. One, the old stack, which was the Java stack, which used to work on application server. It used to call as AEM JE, and one which was deployed on top of AEM OSGI. So you are already learning AEM. On top of that, you can deploy forms. It came to be known as AEM Forms OSGI. Okay,
Uh,
what we
I'm sorry,
Mhm.
I did not understand those concepts. First life cycle is there, right? Life cycle is there, right?
Yeah.
Life cycle is there. So
Mhm.
parallelly CQ also there.
Yes. So this was a different product. So there were
Yeah.
two
What
product
is the purpose of
CQ.
CQ5 and
Mhm.
what life cycle is one designing only for PDFs and
Life
the
cycle was PDF.
CQ5.
CQ was a CMS, a content management system, and it is
Oh,
till today a CMS system only,
okay.
right? But what happened? CQ5 has a capability that you can run it without application server. It is very easy to run, it is very easy to install. Lifecycle is
So
a
that is
complex
Java,
product.
Java application.
It
CQ5,
is a
CQ5 is Java based.
CQ5 is a OSGI. CQ5 is a it's a Java stack but written on OSGI.
Okay.
Okay. So what
Mm-hmm.
happened? The Adobe company came up with a thought, okay, let's give a easy way so that customer can use our product, and people who are having AEM, not form, not lifecycle, AEM CQ5, they can also use forms without any additional infrastructure. How will you
Mm-hmm.
do that? You can do that by installing a add-on package. So we install one extra package and you get use to all the forms functionality on the OSGI side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the common point now is that Adobe Lifecycle and AEM are running parallel to each other with the same functionalities, but AEM has same functionalities in both OSGI or JE, same functionalities. But in OSGI, you install a separate package. In JE, you do not install a package, but the functionalities are same.
Same.
Okay. Yeah.
So why they
There are
two
yeah,
versions? Basically,
yeah.
why they released the two versions? They can come up with a single version. Right?
A very simple reason. You
Mm-hmm.
already have you are my AEM customer, okay, and you already have brought my product.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it easy for me to sell you one small package, or is it easy for me to sell you a different product for one
Mm-hmm.
feature? Of course,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you already
Mm-hmm.
have infrastructure ready and I tell you, hey, just put this zip file on your server and you can create forms, is it easy for you? I can earn money from that. Secondly, right? That
So
is one
if you
reason.
are
Second,
already CQ5 owners, then you can add product, right? Add on.
exact exactly.
But
So
so do they have previously only life cycle, right? Not JE, right?
no, depends. So right now, AEM J, AEM Forms J, AEM Forms OSGI, both are being sold. Nothing is stopped. Okay, both are available in the market. So if you are a customer where you need your own application server, own database, so like
Mm-hmm.
a let's say a US Navy account, a federal account in US, okay, who have the
Mm-hmm.
data privacy requirement, they cannot share anything with outside. They will use
Mm-hmm.
JE because they can install application server, they can install database, and AEM Forms JE works on that. So they go with JE architecture. And
Mm-hmm.
people who do not have a mandatory requirement, right? They go with OSGI because in OSGI you can deploy everything on AWS. So AWS is fully supported with AEM Forms OSGI. Okay. So cloud. So no, when it comes to cloud, AEM OSGI is more preferred solution for people who want to install the product on clouds.
So they released both J2E and
Yes,
OSJ
both are in
same.
the yes, and till date, 70% of the people are using JE, 30% use OSGI.
Okay.
Okay, forms for forms. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the plan going forward is that in this year, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
plan is AEM Forms JE will also move on cloud. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
AEM Forms JE will also be supported on AWS going forward. So the solution are coming very close to each other in terms of the base platform. But when we talk about JE and OSGI, we need to understand the major difference is between the infrastructure, but the capabilities they provide are the same.
Mm.
Okay.
So, so if you want on-site, we can go for JU, you mean?
You can have both, but if you have requirement that you want to use your own infrastructure like database,
Mm-hmm.
application server, then go
Mm-hmm.
with JE. Managing
Oh,
JE is tedious, tough job. You need to have application server, you need to have a database. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So if you have the requirement of having your own infrastructure, very strict requirement, then you go with JE.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any requirement of any specific kind, go with OSGI. Adaptive forms works on both.
Mm-hmm.
Workflows work on both.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Correspondence management works on both. PDF generator, document services, which are the core components, are available on both. There is only when we were discussing on call yesterday, there I told you that there is one major key difference between the two. There is one service which is in AEM AEM Forms JE, and that is not in AEM Forms OSGI. There is only one component
For which
that is called document security.
document? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, everything is there. Okay, document
Oh, what
security
is
is
the
only in
document?
JE. I
Basically.
will cover that. We'll cover that in later section.
Mm-hmm.
Document security is basically when you have to protect your documents, PDFs. Okay, when you have to protect your PDF so that when somebody opens it, they use his password, certificate,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or SSO to open. So
Mm-hmm.
like you use your you get your credit card statement, and when you
Mm-hmm.
open it, it asks you for SSN
Yeah.
number or tax ID, right? So that kind of a protection is done through document security,
Mm. We cannot do
right?
that on our.
OSGI, you cannot do that on OSGI side.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only difference. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
another point to be noted here is that the adaptive forms or HTML capability in the product from JE side came from ES4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was not there previously. Excuse me, it was not there previously. So toward 2010-11, only HTML became prominent, and it came into the product. Before that, it was all PDFs, nothing else.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
So
Now
it
let's
means before
mhm.
ES4 that J2E is like works with the PDF only, which will show on the browser.
No,
Just to,
with ES4 HTML also work
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
ES4.
Before that, I'm talking about
Before
before.
that, only PDF, nothing else,
So
only PDF.
those PDFs will open in the browser, just whatever we created in
No,
the license.
PDFs now today in today's scenario there are two kinds of PDFs. I have that in the slide coming slide. One is
Yeah.
called a flat PDF. One is called a dynamic PDF. Flat
Mm-hmm.
PDFs are what you print. It is not a form. It is a PDF. It is just a flat PDF. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a replica of a paper in PDF that opens in browser. If we talk about dynamic forms that open in reader application, or that open in Acrobat, or they open in Internet Explorer. Chrome and Mozilla do not support dynamic forms now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
dynamic PDFs do not open in browser; they open in Acrobat or Reader application. So you need to have Reader app in your desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they won't open in browser. You will get a warning. Please open. Your browser does not support it. Please open it in Reader. You get a
Mm-hmm.
warning. Okay. So that was a journey of AEM form, and what are the JE and OSGI side of the product. Okay. Now, very important thing, because this is the core base of the solution. When to choose PDF, when to go with HTML5, and that's come when you are discussing the initial requirements as well. So if you have to design something for your mobile, which is opening in mobile browser as well as desktop browser and is responsive, you use HTML5 forms. You do not use PDF forms are not responsive. You can open them in mobile, but it will zoom in and zoom out. It will not be responsive that your field, your layout changes. It will not. Okay. So, and it will not open in browser as well. So if you have a requirement that you have to design a responsive form that opens in mobile, you use HTML5 forms. Okay. HTML5 forms are nothing, any form created in AEM OSGI. Some people call them web forms. Some people call them HTML5 forms. Adaptive forms are same thing as in HTML5 forms, but there is a specific data model associated with that. But essentially, at the back, it is also HTML5. Okay, the core component are built on HTML5. Okay. Coming to the second thing, the solution which you design in HTML5 are capable of being rendered on iPad, Samsung phone, or any devices, right? So it is independent of devices. HTML5 form do not have any restriction. Okay, it does not require you to download any application before opening them. Okay. Uh, Now, if you have to design the HTML5 forms, you can use out of the box component. Otherwise, any HTML5 construct, like any HTML5 default tag, can also be used in the product to create a custom component. We'll create one custom component when we'll be doing that session. So if you want to create some, let's say, no, image component or an audio component, right? You can use the default HTML5 tags to create that. It is fully supported. Okay.
Mhm.
Any modern day browser that supports HTML5, our adaptive forms are supported. But some people might come, okay, I want to use Opera, I want to use Fisheye browser, any browser which no are like not a major browser. There might be some challenges. Product does not mention about them. So when we say all the browser, we are not talking about Chrome, Fisheye, right? We are talking
So,
about
uh,
Edge, Internet
one more
Explorer.
is, one rule is, if any browser support HTML5, that will support the adaptive.
Exactly, exactly. But we
Yes.
recommend using Chrome, Mozilla, Edge, IE, right? These are the preferred browser. The applications might have a little different look and feel in Opera browser because
Mm,
Opera browser compresses the web page when you open it in mobile. You will see
mm,
it applies its own compression techniques that might
mhm.
break our script's layout. So we product does not guarantee everything based on the small browsers like Opera, Fisheye, which are very less used or have a custom compression technique of web
Yeah,
pages.
that percentage of customers is less.
Percentage, right? But you cannot stop customer. They can come that no, I want to use Opera, right? So
Yeah,
just that right,
that's
right?
right. But majorly they will concentrate more on wide range of
I and Chrome or Edge,
browsers.
right? Okay. You asked one question with me that does these forms open in browser? So PDFs do not open now. 5 year, 10 years back, it used to open. Chrome used to allow PDF forms, both dynamic and flat PDFs. But now
Mm,
Chrome has created its own PDF plugin. So when you
mhm,
have your own PDF plugin, why would you support any third party plugin? So Chrome now
mhm,
comes with a default plugin of itself and it says, no, I will not support any third party plugin. So now any PDF which is dynamic in nature or XFA based forms, okay, we'll create those XFA forms later on. Do not open in Chrome. Very important thing. Dynamic
mm.
form will never open in Chrome and Mozilla, right? A lot of customer get frustrated. No, no, I want to fill it in Chrome. It is not supported. It will not work. Open, you have to have application for that reader app. Okay.
So XFA
Now,
forms.
yeah, 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 please go ahead.
No, XFA form is not opened on phone
It
mode.
will never, never, never. Never.
Previously it used to, but now Chrome has its own PDF.
5 years back, 2015. Yes,
Mm.
2015, Chrome stopped supporting. Yeah, there was a lot of discussion between Adobe and
Yeah, that's
Google.
why they
Why?
moved to there with Microsoft.
Yeah, so Adobe has strategic partnership with IE.
Yeah, that's
They got it
plan.
work. They got it working. Not,
Yeah.
Google said no, I won't. There are security restrictions around that.
Yeah.
That's why. Now, this is a top level view which will help you understand what is there in JE, what is there on OSGI, and
Mm.
how does it look from top. Okay. So if you look at the bottom right, green and blue side of picture which I've designed here, I say
Mm.
CQ and life cycle because these are not anymore being used, but these are legacy. Now, if you see below those what I've written, these are the major components that you install or get. So in CQ side, when we say 5.x, not 6.0, no, you get a sling, you get a JCR, you get the OSGI. Okay, these are the major backend, or you can say the
Mm.
services on which it is created. On life cycle side, it is designer, workbench, admin UI. Okay, designer, which is of life, in the life cycle right now, can be used with CQ. Okay, so now people have started using the lifecycle designer with CQ also. Earlier it used to be that product, but now people create XFF forms and convert it into HTML. These are the majority of the use cases. So we will use designer for those. Now if you see what has been built on top of that, so lifecycle
So
got
what is the
converted to
workbench here?
Workbench is a desktop software which connects you to your server, and
Mm-hmm.
it create helps you create workflows or business processes automation. So you have custom components, you
Okay.
drag them, you join them, you create variables, payloads, everything, and you create an activity or a workflow that
Mm-hmm.
after this do this, after this do this, something
Okay.
like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
So
submit the
admin
leave
UI, admin
application,
for admin purpose.
admin console is actually, yes, admin console, as the name suggests, it is the master console in which you can see application, you can configure your components, you can do your LDAP configuration, security configuration, as
Okay.
each and everything that you can do is from this
Okay.
console,
Mm-hmm.
admin UI console. Adding you new
Like here,
users.
web console.
In web console, when we talk about, right, on top of JCR, we have a Felix console on OSGI,
Mm, yeah.
which
Mm-hmm.
is system console, bundle, system console, config
Yes. Yes.
MGR. So that
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
the admin console for CQ.
For what? Yeah.
Uh,
Wait.
yes. So what was there in life cycle? So now if you install life cycle, right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the different component. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you see what is in on top of that now. See the
Mm-hmm.
AEM forms J and OSGI in red color. See the
Okay.
common thing. So now if you install a JE side, right, you get AEM OSGI also, you get the workbench and designer side also.
Mm-hmm.
So JE has both the things. It
Mm-hmm.
has whole OSGI side. So it has JCR, it has OSGI, it will have Sling, it will have Felix console, right? And it will have your workbench and admin UI. I'm talking about the right side of this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right? And if you
Yes.
look on the OSGI side, it does not have workbench and designer. So
Yes.
if
There is
you,
the JE and workbench is there.
yes, so
Mm-hmm.
if you install a JE, right, you get
Mm-hmm.
all the features of JE plus OSGI, but on OSGI, you can never get the features of JE. That is the major difference, okay? JE has the
So
capability to
what is the
come.
extra features we'll get here? Only other than the document security?
No, no, no. It's not only that. It's about how you design it. creating
Mm-hmm.
writing your Creating your workflows, creating your custom components, uh, connecting to server. JE is altogether different. It is not as same. Creating adaptive forms is same. Creating correspondence management is same, but using PDF generator, reader extension, document security, how you design workflows in JE is totally
Mhm.
opposite to how you create in AEM forms.
Okay.
Workflow is totally. So here the software called Workbench is used where you
Mhm.
can do drag and drop. In AEM forms, OSGI, you write Maven bundles. You
Mhm.
write your own custom servlets.
So generally, which one is better for choice for new
If you
new
have to
new
create,
new
uh,
people means
so
if I want to use this product, okay, we
mhm,
have two choice. Either we have go for OSGA or GE, right?
mhm,
So I'm not old customer, okay? I'm
mhm,
new customer. So which one you
mhm.
prefer?
So if you have the requirement of only adaptive forms,
Mm-hmm.
correspondence management, then go
Mm-hmm.
with OSGI.
Mm-hmm.
If customer wants to, uh, and also it will save cost on OSGI because the infrastructure requirement is less.
Okay.
Okay.
Other than
If
infrastructure, I know what means.
Yeah, you can create
Mm-hmm.
adaptive forms on both, but if you are new, your requirement is less AI, and you want to start very quickly, OSGI is for you.
Mm-hmm.
J JE takes almost 2 to 3 days to install, almost minimum of 2 3 days it can take,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So
But
once
that's
installed, that development cost, development time, and
yes.
features, which is better.
Yes. So in terms of development, right, it's totally upon you. If you are,
Mm-hmm.
as I said, if you want to, you are okay with Maven, no, you can write your custom servlet. It's very easy in OSGI. But if you don't want to do that, you want to do drag and drop operation, J is for you. J allows you to create workflows using drag and drop activities.
Mm-hmm.
There are components which you can drag and drop and just create the workflows.
No, I'm not clear still because that is okay, but not development. Features wise, which one is better?
Features are exactly the same. There is no
Same.
difference in features. I
Mm.
told you there is only one component that is not there, that is document security.
Okay.
Otherwise, why I'm selling
Another
my
feature,
same product
another
in the
advantage
market.
is you want to put your infrastructure in on-premise. On-premise, it is best for JE, right?
On-premise,
JE.
high data security you need, more control you need, J is for
Mm.
you,
Okay.
right? You want to go on cloud, you want to easy install, you want to save infrastructure cost, OSGI is for you.
So there is
Features
a
wise, both are same.
also see Adobe also they are providing these management services, right? They will taking care of all those things, right?
Yes.
So that time security they will take care of, right? Basically.
If you go with the managed services, you don't need to worry about anything. You just
Yeah,
need
that's
to
what.
create and deploy application. They will
Yeah.
take care of patching, installation, upgrade,
Mm.
deployment. Everything is taken care by Adobe, and they are
Mm.
charging you for that. Managed
Yeah, yeah.
services is installing on AWS, and they
Mm.
have their AWS team who does that, and they charge you for that.
So OSJ
Talk,
we cannot do in on-premise.
you can do it. I'm running on
Yeah,
my local right now. I'll show you
yeah,
Tom
yeah.
demo.
Just we have SDK, right? AEM SDK is there, you can do, right?
AEM SDK, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
AEM can run with a quick start jar file. You need to have a
Mm.
quick start jar file for that.
No, no, no. If it is there, that is you can use as a production, right?
You can run both the solution on on-prem or managed services.
Mm-hmm.
Both solutions are supported. There is no
Okay.
restriction. It is
Mm-hmm.
about when to prefer other thing. If I have to worry about my cost and I need to install a software within 1 hour, half an hour, I will go with
Mm.
OSGI.
No, no, nobody. Yeah, enterprise application nobody wants that much. Think about I have a big company, so I want to use this AEM forms. That maybe take months. That's fine. Development, everything I have planned, project plan. So installation maybe setting environment maybe 2 weeks. Okay,
Hmm.
those things, those considerations is there. So nobody will go for 1 day, 2 days if you go enterprise level
People,
setup.
no, Venkat. People go with JE 70%, more than more than 350 people, 350 customers use forms these days. Around
mm,
270, 260 people are using JE today, till
mm,
date. I
mm,
work with people for whom the customer might take 3 days, 4 days to install. People use
mm,
it. And if I
mm,
talk about the kind of environment that we can create, it's huge. Okay,
mm,
just an example. Okay,
mm,
NASA is using JE.
mm,
NASA uses JE for their workflows. European Commission has the toughest architecture in whole world. Toughest
mm,
architecture. 16 node cluster on WebLogic.
mm,
16 node cluster. And that kind of a setup takes 1 month to install. It's so
mm,
scalable. It processes around 1 million hits per minute. 1
mm,
million hits per minute. Okay. To set up
mm,
that kind of architecture and scalability, and these organizations have data requirement. Okay.
mm,
And how can you reduce your uptime or installation time is by writing the script and automating the things. So if
mm,
you have created a 16 node cluster,
mm,
create it on Linux, create
mm,
scripts. And next time
mm,
when you create Linux environment, use the scripts to bring your containers up. That's how they
mm.
reduce 1 month installation to 1 week by automating few things.
Yeah. Mm,
Right, so we cannot say that no J people will not people will not prefer J. People prefer J because of its ease of application development and because the kind of data security and control it provides. It has a lot of control that you can do on top of the product.
yeah. I'm not. That's what I'm telling. Instead of OSGA, if I take development setup time is not concern for us. Okay. Just
Hmm.
I'm thinking which one is better as performance wise and optimize means if number of people is load balancing all those things. So OAJ is a good choice or J is a good choice.
Both are good, Venkat. Same thing. Load
Mm,
balancer, dispatcher, these are external products. I can set
mm,
up replica set in OSGI using OSGI works with Mongo, and
mm,
if you choose your product depending upon your use case, you can get a
mm.
same kind of output. You can use load balancer in front of OSGI.
Okay.
You can use load balancer in front of J.
Okay. Mm,
Performance wise, you scale your environment. I'll have a bigger machine. I will have 8 GB RAM. I will have
mm,
250 GB hard disk on a
mm,
Oracle hypervisor VM. It will be very fast. So
mm,
performance wise, and also if a company is selling their two different product in the market, they will not sell that my product this is better than this. They will
mm,
always create two product and they will let you choose that based on your infra requirement you choose any one of them. Performance wise, scalability wise, security wise, you can scale them. The only thing is ease of use. And if you already have a AEM, you get a license and set up very easily because you do just need to do 10 minutes and you will get forms. So people who
mm,
already have AEM, right, they go with
mm,
OSGI majorly.
mm,
Selling product to AEM people is very easy who already have AEM. They know
mm.
how to do it, right?
Oh,
For people who have already JE, they do not want to go with OSGI because they are familiar with JE,
okay. Mhm.
right? So that's the two different worlds. As in when we go forward, right, the architecture, product
Yeah,
will
yeah.
become more clear, right? Right.
I'm sorry, I'm stopping your time. Okay,
No,
that's
no
fine. Go
problem.
ahead.
When we'll be covering now, right,
Yeah, yeah.
different components, right? Things will
Please
become
go
more
ahead.
clearer, right? So let's go forward. Uh, Now we are coming to the core services of AEM. Okay,
Mm,
and
mm,
these includes both JE and OSGI because I told you you can do you have same features in both, only
mm,
document security, right? So whatever
mm,
you can do in JE, OSGI, both,
mm,
right? So right when we talk about the product, right? So you will automate the business processes. That is the
mm,
foremost reason that you use this product to reduce the manual thing and make it automatic. So
mm,
you can automate business processes, right?
mm,
Second thing is it provides you a central form portal And
Mm.
now after this, we'll look into it actually in real time. Okay.
Mm.
We get a central form portal where you see all the PDFs, HTML5 forms, adaptive forms, and your schemas. Okay, so there is a
Mm.
portal which we call as form portal. The term is form portal itself, because the portal, it shows all the forms. Okay, PDF, HTML5, and adaptive form, all kind of forms.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So second, we get a UI which will allow you to import, preview, and publish, download, and enable analytics. Lot of things you can do from portal, and that is also a part of form portal. But these are the features on top of form portal. What you can do. So if you have form created in JE side, you can import it. Very important thing. So let's
Mm.
say a customer says, "Hey, I have to create adaptive form in production, but it is our JE. But for development, we will use OSGI." That is perfectly supported. Okay.
Mm.
You create your form in OSGI side, adaptive forms. You create it
Mm.
in OSGI side, deploy it in JE, perfectly supported. Vice versa is
Mm.
supported also. Okay.
Yeah, because both
So
has same set of features, right? We have
same
to do.
setup, background, same services. Only thing
Mm.
is how these are running, right?
Mm.
So,
Mm.
right. So you can do this also. Coming
Mm.
to the third thing, right? Uh, you get if you had touched this point already in AEM, maybe not. So you know that there are kind of assets, right? Assets are nothing but a kind of collaterals, or you can say physical assets, which you convert into soft form and upload, like JPG
Mm.
file, PDF files, Word
Yeah,
document.
images
These
also.
are audio file, any kind of file
Mm.
which is asset and you want to use it further, right? So AEM assets and forms assets are same. Okay,
Mm.
they use same place in AEM. Okay, these are stored in same places. Okay,
Mm.
so this is a overlapping or a common point. Okay, so if you have assets, or if you have audio files, or you have images you want to use in form, it will go in same place where AEM assets are going. Okay, and you can create metadata or keywords for them. So if you have 10,000 assets, right, it will be very difficult for you to search. So you create keywords and tags for them. My application one, my application. You tagged 100 assets with that, so that when you are working with that application, you can search it via tag name. That bring all the
Oh.
tags which have tags
Mm.
my tag. So this
Mm.
concept is same in AEM assets and form assets. Both are
Okay.
same in terms of that, right? So now this is something which we can see in the uh, demo, not demo as inside when we create or render the form actually live, that when you
Mm.
open the form in mobile, it will
Mm.
automatically render without even you doing a custom CSS also. That is
Mm.
very important thing. Okay. Second thing, there is a geolocation API or that we have enabled at the backend. So
Mm.
for services like Adobe Sign and translation, Microsoft translation services. So
Mm.
if you have to use translation, if you have to use Adobe Sign, we need to capture the location.
Mm.
And no, you can capture only location when you enable HTTPS, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
that is the requirement by Google, that no, your
Okay.
geolocation API do not work till you have a SSL on your
Yeah,
server.
it needs good
So right.
connection. Mm.
Correct. So yes. So the product has that feature, but you need to enable HTTPS for that.
My
Okay.
question
And
here, Adaptive Farm has, can you show a map kind of thing on Adaptive Farms?
kind of what kind of thing?
Map.
Yeah,
Location.
you can show.
I want to show
Not
location. Very
out of the
easy.
box. Out of the box can't. There is no out of the box component. By custom
Mm.
code, you can use.
Okay.
Out of the box, there is no map component. So let's
Mm.
say I one use case, right? Let's say somebody opens a form and he wants to you want to find that which city he is located, right? What you
Yeah, I
will do?
want to see his
You will
location. I want to show his location on map, small map in the right
yeah
side.
so that will be custom code. You can use the Google geolocation API, right?
Okay.
So you can embed the Google API or the in an iframe, and that is perfectly supported. That is
Okay.
perfectly
No,
supported.
iframe is not supported, right? all the browsers nowadays.
No, iframe works perfectly. The only thing that you need to cater with iframe is, if you are trying to render something from some different origin, make sure you
No,
don't
no,
get any
yeah. No, that's fine.
coarse
That is
policy,
okay. But you can use
coarse
API
policies.
under any device. Mhm.
So just make sure if you are using iframe, coarse policies are enabled.
Yeah,
That's it.
parts, cross origin.
Yes. So
But I don't
no,
think
if you
we don't need, we can live on the business itself. Generally, how we do, we show in the web, we can show same thing, right? This is the HTML
yes,
form.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. Okay. Second last thing, uh, Adobe can be integrated with lot of other Adobe product. Adobe Sign is one of them. Analytics is second.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, if you talk about third-party integrations, uh, forms can be integrated with databases, uh, MySQL, Oracle, MS
Mhm.
SQL,
Mhm.
right? For that, we use cloud services. Okay.
Mhm.
It can be integrated with Microsoft Dynamics using form data model. It can be integrated with your REST APIs and your SOAP WSDL using cloud
Mhm.
services. Okay.
Mhm.
You can always use your custom code. There are people who want to prefer that way because the way form data work might not be useful for you. Correct. So everybody has their own requirement, but out of the
Mhm.
box, you can integrate with the rest. SOAP, Microsoft Dynamics, uh, and
Or
databases.
any data.
uh, Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Last thing, which we'll be covering towards the end of our training, that is the automated form publishing and now the conversion service to deliver
Okay.
it now
Mhm.
to delivering the solution in multiple channel. So this feature is available with 6.5 only. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
uh, and which
And do
is
you cover
basically
that in interactive communication, right? This is only, right?
yes. Yes.
Mhm.
So when if you see, I talk about multiple channels. You see the last
Mhm.
two words, multiple channels. Multiple channels is nothing but interactive communication. We will be
Yeah,
touching
print
that
and
also.
right?
Web channels and web channels
Printers.
and PDF channels. We'll be touching that also. Okay. Uh, Coming to the next part of the topics here. So what we'll learn here today is the core components of UI. These are towards the OSGI side, but the last
Mhm.
2 points, Venkat, which I'm pointing out to you, is basically dealing with the infrastructure. Forms add-on package, I told you I'll show you which package is required in case you already have a AEM, and
Mhm.
how to search for that. And
Mhm.
same thing applies for JE, that you can check whether you have forms installed on this server or not. Okay, a
Mhm.
very simple or a easy check. Okay.
Yeah, I
Uh,
have an extra thing that is the data integration, all of those things, right? Three
right.
more options will
And
come,
the
right?
last component which I will show you is the designer software. I've installed a
Yeah,
local
designer
copy.
I
I'll show
have.
you. Right. So the XFF. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll now move to my instance and we'll try to look into the things that we were discussing. Okay. You are able to see my
Yes. Mhm.
code. Okay.
So how
So
to find this version where we can find?
which version?
Yeah, which version we are using?
Okay. Simple thing. You see my URL localhost 4502. Okay.
Mhm.
Replace everything after this. Go
Mhm.
to welcome.
Welcome. Okay.
What do you see in the last here? AEM 6440. So this is
Okay.
6.4 with service pack 4. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. If I remove everything, just enter this. This will go to my AEM start page.
Okay.
Now, I'll be touching the major places where forms has to, you will work on forms and few places which are common to both AEM and forms. Okay. I
Okay.
talked about the assets. So your assets goes in start page assets. This is common to AEM and common to forms. You will upload here only.
Mhm.
Okay, in assets. This is a common place. Okay. Now, if we talk
Using,
about, sorry,
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
okay. Now, other thing, a common touch point between AEM and forms is the templates. So if you go
Mm-hmm.
on this settings left hand side, which you see a wrench icon, you see templates, right? You might have already created few templates also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this editor, you create templates for adaptive
Mm-hmm.
forms, which can be
Mm-hmm.
reused. So if you see, I might have few templates available here. The easy
Mm-hmm.
thing to recognize here is when I click on create here, I get no option to create HTML5 template, adaptive form template, interactive web channel template, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are specific for specific purpose. So please make sure while creating specific kind of application. So if you are creating HTML5 application,
Mm-hmm.
use this template only.
Yeah.
Interactive and adaptive form template has different JCR properties and backend. So if
Mm-hmm.
you try to use interactive communication template, it will fail in adaptive form. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the template which can be used in your adaptive form, right? This is the second UI that we need to focus on. Okay. Now, if I go on the AEM start page again, now among all these things, right, there is only one forms navigation icon, so you don't
Mm-hmm.
need to look into anything else. Also,
Mm-hmm.
here you see four different components, right?
Mm-hmm.
Themes, forms and document fragments, data integration. But if you go in versions like 6.3, 6.4, this is 6.4, but it is using it is not using correspondence management, which has been deprecated now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
correspondence management is deprecated from 6.4. You use
Mm-hmm.
interactive communication. Now, if you need to use correspondence management as well, there are customers who have the use cases. I will tell you how to do that. Okay, you can still use correspondence management even though it is deprecated. Okay, in that
Yeah,
case, you will
generally
see
we
five
don't want.
five
That's right.
navigation item.
Mm-hmm.
You will see one more navigation item here called correspondence management, and you will
Mm-hmm.
see one more component called data dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Correspondence work with data dictionary. So in correspondence, you see six icons total
Oh,
out instead of four. Okay.
okay.
Now going to the master UI or each and everything that is about the forms and document creation,
Mm-hmm.
that is forms and document. Now we were talking about a lot of things: interactive communication, publishing the assets, no, uploading the asset. If you see there is only one create icon, so it's pretty much no evident that everything that would be there will be in this create, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
create your adaptive form, interactive communication, both web channels and PDF channels via this.
Mm-hmm.
Adaptive form fragment, a subset
Mm-hmm.
of adaptive form which is reusable in nature. That is also getting created here. Form
Mm-hmm.
set is basically a combination of forms. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a combination of multiple forms is called form
Mm-hmm.
set, and it is a XFA based. Remember, form set is XFA based. Okay. Now, folder is just to manage your assets. You want to have a specific hierarchy for your application. You create
Mm-hmm.
your own folder. Okay. File upload. Very easy thing with forms. Not many people know about it. I'll show it to you here. So file
What is
upload
it?
allows you to file upload. File
Uh-huh.
upload allows you to upload any file, PDF, no, any
Yes.
application or any XDP, any
Mm-hmm.
XFA form from here. So if you have a package which you created in a CRX package manager,
Mm-hmm.
you can upload that via here.
Mm-hmm.
You have hundreds of PDFs or XFA based form you want to upload. You can
Mm-hmm.
upload them in one go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
just zip that
All.
folder and upload it.
Mm-hmm.
Zip is completely supported.
Yes.
Okay, so this is about the UI here. Now if I go back, there is one important navigation pane that we need to look into. That would be if I go to forms, data integration, right? So your backend form data model are created here. This is the design view of form data model where you
Mm-hmm.
create data model, but this is not the configuration screen. This is
Mm.
not the configuration screen. Configuration manager are done under your
Web
cloud
console.
services.
Mhm.
Cloud services, okay?
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
see cloud services, then data
Mm.
sources. In
Mm.
data sources, you will create your configuration. So I can create
Okay.
my configuration
So
here,
before
and you
creating
will,
data model, we need these.
so you will see what OData is Microsoft Dynamics connector,
Mm-hmm.
RESTful is REST service, SOAP is SOAP. Database connection that I was talking you is totally different UI. We'll do it via config mgr. That is not a cloud service,
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so we know where is adaptive form, we know where is template, we know
Mm-hmm.
where is backend. We have left one thing, which is your UI or themes part, which is themes editor. Now, very interesting thing about themes, you get something out of the box, or I have created my custom theme, right? I always prefer that use out of the box in the starting and
Mm-hmm.
overlay the CSS files.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, two reasons behind that. Out of the box theme which you overlay are responsive already responsive. So it reduces a huge amount of effort for you to write same thing again and again. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
start with the default and overlay it in your custom client clips folder. Okay, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to start from scratch, you are free to do so. If you want to overlay only specific component, you are free to do so. But instead of themes, we create custom client lips. So theme is for whole form. Custom client lips is in on top of that if you want to have specific appearance for the form. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We will look into theme and custom client lips in the future lectures. Okay. So these are part of our
Mm-hmm.
the training as well. Okay,
So
while we have
then
looked into,
we have like
sorry,
layout is different, right? Each.
uh, yes, yes, we will be, as I told, the theoretical part would be there, but nothing can be best understood without a demo. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
create a use case based design and I'll
Mm-hmm.
show it to you. In fact,
Oh.
last I was working on a customer form. Let me show you what I was creating. This is the form that I was creating. Let me open that. So this is actually a production ready form which will just be embedded in a web page. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see, this is let's say you are on a website and you are raising a request for change request, right? Change my name, change my account number, mobile number. So this will
Mm-hmm.
go in. So you will write your account number and you will select a reason. Let's say my name is misspelled. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what you select, it will prompt you for the questionnaire. What is your current first name, current last name, updated first name, updated last name, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then and so forth it will go, and then you will click on submit. It will submit the data to your backend form where it will get processed and it will
Mm-hmm.
trigger an email. So I'm creating this form, and then it will be linked to a backend workflow. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. And this is not a this does not have header and footer because there is already a web page which is going to be a part of. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is not a standalone form. So there's a banking form in which this will be a small icon, and somebody clicks on it, it will just be visible to them. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this does not need to have header or footer here. Okay, and once you, so if you see, it has some validation here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to change the options, the fields will dynamically change. So this is all small JavaScript that are there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you see, it's giving you a kind of validation or display pattern in which your name should
Mm-hmm.
be written. And
Mm-hmm.
same is with phone number. If I
So
do
you
this,
worked on workflows also, right? Review.
yes, yeah. When we'll, so this is our next, whenever we connect next tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll be
Mm-hmm.
directly jumping to the design of adaptive forms itself. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll be creating a form like this in an
Mm-hmm.
intuitive way. Okay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. While we have
So
looked into, yeah,
initially you can we can go simple form
hmm,
for flow, then we can go depth step like
yeah, yeah,
how.
yeah.
Mhm.
So there are a lot of layout, and why I know why we need to focus on adaptive form is that uh, kind of devices rendering people are doing these days. It can be anything. So your
Mm-hmm.
layout should be responsive. Second thing
Mm-hmm.
is modern day browsers supports JavaScript, and there are some restrictions against kind of validation. So if you see my validation right now, you see it is in green color, right? If my field is correct, you see
Mm-hmm.
the green. So
That
this
is
is
like
actually
that comes under team, or right?
so no, this is actually a Angular JS component, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to change the color, you can change it from the backend. But these
Oh,
are Angular. These components are HTML5, but are written on top of Bootstrap and Angular. So if
oh,
you create a default Angular component, you will see a similar validation pattern there as
oh.
well, green color. Okay, and same thing,
So
right?
whatever
Now if
we
you
have right now, those components, the Angular components.
no.
Mm-hmm.
That is only you will never touch those that files. In fact, that are not even exposed to overlay. That are
Mm-hmm.
in bundle. Okay, what we will do is we have some default components, a lot of default components. We'll do use that. The
Mm-hmm.
customization, changing color, let's say shadow, layout, text size, that you will do in custom client clips. We'll create our own client clips for that.
And my question is there any custom components you create for Adobe Forms?
A custom component that we'll create will be based on HTML5 construct. Angular
Mm-hmm.
component are only created by the product team. HTML, I wrote it right. HTML5 constructs are supported. So
Mm-hmm.
if you deploy and overlay a default component, that is supported, but what we expose you to change is the HTML5 construct.
So in your in this so when you develop any time, uh, there is a there is a chance to create our own custom components other than built-in components, standard components.
A lot of components are there, are 25, 30 components by default. You can create custom
So
component. I
do you
create
need to create any extra components? Is there any requirement kind of things with that? Not normally.
let a simple example
Mm-hmm.
can be, but a lot of things the product has given now also. Earlier they used to be email component, like submit to
Mm-hmm.
email. It did
Mm-hmm.
not had BCC field. It used to have no to and CC. Now you people no people used to create custom component, but now product has already done it.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of requirement to write custom component for REST service, SOAP service with 6.4. That is also product done it, right? Now there might be a requirement that you might to I okay, what a simple thing, right? And that is a good ask also. Let's say you
Mm-hmm.
want to create a slider
Mm-hmm.
component, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you want user to select his age or rate himself out of 10. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want him to enter his age. You give him a slider that rate yourself out of 0 to 10 how fit you are. He selected 8, and based
Mm-hmm.
on that you want to gather the value. So let's include it in our training. We'll create this custom component, and it will be reusable in nature. It will be okay.
Oh.
Fair enough, yeah. So we'll create this custom component of slider, and we will use it in our
Oh.
product. Okay.
Just I'm getting
So this
idea.
kind of a requirement, this kind of requirement came to me itself.
Mm-hmm.
So a customer wanted a slider. I gave them
Mm-hmm.
a code. He told, no, I want it in a custom component. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
give me 10 minutes. I
Mm-hmm.
converted the JS, CSS files and HTML5 construct into a component
Mm-hmm.
and done.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'll show you the thing behind it. Now let's see one
And
last thing.
you don't have 6.5 version, Maya?
Yeah, I have 6.5 and 6.4 both.
No, no, right
Uh,
now you have 6.4, right?
both the full features are same. When we'll be jumping to automated form conversion, we'll use 6.5.
Yeah, people are
It's a
recommending 6.5. There is some other features in there, right? Somebody told us. That's fine. You
the
have
minor.
6.5 advantage.
So the only difference between 6.4 and 6.5 is the automated form conversion service. UI
Mm-hmm.
wise, look wise, bundle wise, feature wise, nothing
Yeah,
has
yeah.
changed.
Okay. So
exactly.
automated
Why I'm
conversion, like
is on 6. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it's available on 6.5. And for that, I cannot do in my local. I need to be on my cloud instance because
Oh,
it needs to connect.
6.5 means
It need
low.
to my 6.5 cloud instance because
No,
that is a
oh,
cloud service, right? We cannot
but
do it.
that's fine. That's
Right?
fine. You can use here. We can use
I'll
that. As long as
the
you
one
have that.
thing that yeah, I'll show it to you towards the end because that requires me to create a setup for at least 1 or 2 hours, right? So and no, that is more of a still a evolving service. It came now,
Mm-hmm.
it is learning on its own, right? So a lot of things still it's learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show it to you know because that is a very secured environment that I will access, and we have to keep just one session for that because it's a
Okay.
lengthy session. It will be a lengthy session
Mm-hmm.
because there is a lot of configuration to do and a lot of failure chances because the workflow fails a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Small changes. PDF is
So
wrong.
in
Tags are
6.4
wrong.
also we have AEM forms workflow. AEM
Yeah,
workflow. AEM
yeah,
workflow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. See, workflows are there from 6.1.
Mm-hmm.
AEM workflows are forms workflows are there with 6.1. What
Mm-hmm.
happens is the number of components of forms
Form
are
model
less.
is not right that time.
Form data model is not before 6.4. No.
Yeah, yeah. Form model
6.4 form.
in 6.3 or 6.4 okay, right?
Yeah. And in
Mm.
fact, if you go in 6.1, you will see the number of components of forms are less in 6.4. In 6.2, these are more.
I
6.3,
have 6
these are
AM 6.2 is there,
yeah. So you can create adaptive forms and everything, but the
but
numbers
the
of
component is
component
very
and
less.
feature.
Review component, those things
Yeah,
are.
yeah. That's the major difference. But
But
six four
in the
six five
let me show you
are
6.5
very good.
on cloud. My work environment, we have 6.5
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, and 6.4 and 6.5 are very close.
Yeah, okay.
They right. See, every feature come with some one or two new things, but the
Mm.
major transformation of the product happened with 6.3, in which a lot of new components for workflows were introduced,
Mm.
like assigned task operation, right? And so I'll show you one important thing before we end with the
Mm.
demo session.
Are
That
you
is,
getting late or is it okay?
sorry,
Is it okay, right? Are you getting late? Anything like, right? It's okay,
no,
right?
no, 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 that's okay, that's okay. Yeah. This is I'm showing you the legacy application, okay, life cycle.
Okay. Mm.
I wanted to give you a no. Why I want to
Mm.
show you here is that the applications are compatible if you
Mm.
import it from previous version. Okay,
Mm.
so this is how the previous version used to look.
Okay.
Lifecycle designer. Okay,
Mm.
and if you use today AEM designer, it looks like this only.
Mm.
Okay, same components, same features. The product is little more good looking, beautified.
Mm.
Okay, now a simple thing. I'm going to create a text field here.
Yeah,
Mm,
I'm
okay,
using this.
right. Now, if you save this as an XDP in a ES4, it can be imported on a 6.5. So these are compatible
Yeah,
if you have to import your
yeah, I
old
understand.
legacy,
I think I
right?
understand.
So yeah. So legacy applications, XDPs and XFA are still supported today. Okay.
Mm.
So if I save this,
So,
use that.
so if you create here, we need to convert to
Hmm.
a Adobe Forms, right?
No, no.
No.
So here it is. See, file, save as. Okay.
Mm.
What we'll do? If I save it as dynamic PDF, what will happen? It will not work in browser. Remember, XFA based forms are not supported. What we
Mm.
need to save it as XDP. I'll give it name like demo.xdp. Let's go to forms portal.
You want to
Now I told you that no, you have an
open
option
it.
called file upload. Okay. What you will see right now is not a adaptive form. You will see a HTML5 form. Okay.
Yes.
And this
Mm.
is not how it will render. Okay, it is uploaded. Okay, what I'll do here is I will select that This I will go to preview. I will do preview as HTML. This is HTML5 form. This is not adaptive form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is HTML5 form. So if you see the URL, right, content, DEMS, forms, and documents. So it
Mm-hmm.
uses a backend code to convert XDP into HTML. Okay,
HTML5.
right. This is HTML5 construct.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you this cannot be converted to adaptive form. This
Mm-hmm.
XDP will be used as a data model in adaptive form.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it will be binded to adaptive form. It will not itself become a adaptive form. It will become a part of adaptive form.
Okay. So what is the use
Right?
of that? That is just form only, right? What is the
No, no,
we can
no.
use as a
The
model,
reason
right?
is that the backend use of this app, this particular XDP is huge. Let's say you have a web service, or you have a pre-fill service, or you have a database where you
Mm-hmm.
want to retrieve the data and store the data or pre-fill the data.
Mm-hmm.
This particular XDP will help you get the data in a particular schema structure.
Mm-hmm.
So it is helping you with the binding. Okay, it helps you with the binding of data.
Mm-hmm. So we can see that one.
Yeah, we'll see that one. Yeah.
Mm. So
So that was
if you do
about it.
get one simple form,
We,
we can see how it works. Then we can
so
go further.
when we'll be covering adaptive form, right? Our
Mm.
first session deals with creating adaptive form with no data model, and
Mm-hmm.
second use case will deal with creating adaptive form with XDP as our data model, and why and
Mm-hmm.
what is the requirement for that. In fact, 80
Yeah.
to 90% of the use cases in adaptive form will be either schema based, like a XDP based, or it will be a XDP based or a schema based. So XDP is called a template here in this case, whereas XML, XSD, or JSON are called schemas, right? So
Mm-hmm.
80% of the forms are based on some templates or schema, because you
Mm-hmm.
need a specific binding for
Mm-hmm.
pre-filling form,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that was it. I'll share the PPT with you, right? I
Mm.
think Sampath has already
Yeah, that's
recorded the
fine.
session.
Yes.
Right. So this was it, right? So the history of AEM forms, how these two are close to each other,
Mm-hmm.
major components, UI, software part, right? Architecture is very important thing. We'll have to look
Mm-hmm.
in detail. We cover it in between while we have covered few uh, components and configuration, because along
Okay.
with form you need to be uh, looking at few of the configuration of forms, but that impacts your form's performance.
Mm.
Okay, so it's not that you just create the form. It's also that how, because if the form become big, let's say you have 10 panel, 20 panel, form will die. It will die. Okay, because browser has a capability or limitation on how it loads the form, how heavy is the form. So we need
Mm.
to keep our design layouts accordingly, and we need to test. So we'll be covering few things at the configuration level, which you will do, but will impact the performance in your production server with your setting. Okay.
Okay. One second, I will show you one sample form for.
You are sharing your screen.
I'm checking. I can share my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody show you. Okay. Can you have control, right? Mike, you have control, right?
Yeah, you. I think
You
moderator would
control,
be Sampath. Can you pass the control?
make
I
me first.
I think I cannot do it because I'm not
Yeah,
the
yeah. So,
host.
Sampath can do.
Mhm.
So can you see my
Yeah,
screen?
I can see a PDF in it.
So this is
Nobody.
my like think about adaptive.
This is
Sorry.
currently your PDF form.
Yeah, PDF, HD. We can this will be created in live design. Live
5 seconds,
design.
right?
Yeah, these are all
Mhm.
we created live design.
Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. From the starting.
This is only
Yeah.
starting.
Mm.
This one only starting.
Now scroll down.
This is first. This one like
Okay. Now I see it. Yeah. So you see,
here.
you are seeing the supervisor digital signature right here. So this is available in adaptive. What are these images? These are selectable or just for display?
Just a display purpose.
This for display.
So
Okay.
can we make it a selectable kind of thing?
Selectable kind of a thing.
No, that's
You
fine.
can,
For now, just
if it is not, you can use, you can convert them into radio button if you
oh
want
yeah,
such a way,
yeah. That's
right? You can hide it. You can customize radio button. This is fine. So if you want, we can take one reference form, maybe
yeah.
like this, and
I think I will cover.
uh,
But you
so
can go with
what we can do is,
whatever.
I want to show actually more tedious form to you with
Yeah,
different
yeah.
layout. This is just one page PDF, right?
Then I
Because
can build I will
yeah,
offline. I can
you can build this in
my
uh,
own. Then you can go with your
yeah.
plan. That makes sense.
You can, you already have a, no, what we'll do, I will create more customized layout, not like this is
Hmm.
simple. You can create it here. The role will come of the CSS a lot. If you see
Hmm.
your text field, these do not have border all around. If you see the supervisor name, it just has a dash, right? Not
Hmm.
top, left, right border. CSS is required. Now if you see the table, uh, table header is of gray background. And what does that plus sign do? Does it adds more row? You have a plus sign there with time received. No, no, with your
Okay,
table.
okay.
What does this do? Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can add more
So
rows.
this is, yeah. So this is a JavaScript site. So once we design this in first two session, we'll look into the designer
Yeah,
thing,
that is same feature
designing
with
the
the
form.
match.
Correct, correct, correct. And now we'll be
And
covering the
hmm,
JavaScript.
other one is I have 2.0. This is my 2.0.
Sorry,
I
2.0 or
I
6,
will 2 minutes.
6.2?
I will show you.
6.2 you mean?
Yeah, 6.
You mean 6.2? Okay.
6 to, I'm sorry, 6.2. Just give 2 minutes. I will show this one. Just I will show you one adapter forms which I create,
Hmm.
and I will show you 6.5 also I have, but I cannot access locally. That is on my company's network. I
No
can
worries,
connect.
no worries. No, that's okay, Venkat. Yeah, if you have
No, to
6562.
get an idea of where I'm standing. So that it's easy to plan your teaching, right? You understand what I'm saying, Mayur?
Venkat, no issues. Probably this will take time. So maybe tomorrow when we connect again, we can
Okay,
review
okay.
your intentions, right? No worries, right?
Because
We
I
have to
created
any
that template based that same thing.
adapter form. Hmm.
same thing I created in Adaptive Form as a sections. Okay, panels.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
So
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 we
that you
will.
will get idea. So what path you have to teach me? That's what I want to show that one.
No worries. When we connect tomorrow, please keep the instance ready, whatever you
Okay.
have created, right?
Then
That
that
will
makes
be helpful. Yeah,
then
yeah.
we
So no. So if you have any, if you need any suggestion, so what we'll do,
no,
we'll keep
yeah, just
45
like
minutes,
you will see that one.
45 minutes for yes, and I'll give you suggestion on if
Yeah.
there are any blockers
So
on that.
based
Okay,
on
I'll give.
it's easy for you if I what stage I am there, then it's easy for you to teach, right? That's what.
Yeah. I'll give you suggestion on what you
Oh,
are creating. No worries
okay.
about
See you then, Mayur. Thank you very much.
that. Thank you, Sampath.
So
Thank you,
so
Venkat.
so how schedules
Yeah,
works for you?
I told you. No,
So
in
Sundays better to take Saturday Sunday more classes. That's,
yeah, today
so that
actually
you can
it's already
finish it.
my Sunday for today. So
Hmm.
maybe what we can do, we can keep 2 hours for Saturday, Sunday. So we'll left
Hmm.
4 hours on weekend, right? And otherwise on weekdays we will do 1 hour.
Okay. So Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. You mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Right.
morning or evening you have good for you.
So that probably let's Venkat, that maybe Sampath can connect with you and me and can collate a common time for us, right?
Then that's fine. Then
Right.
that why I'm telling is if everything is okay, we can start tomorrow sometime 2 hours. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We don't
Yeah.
have any
So
plan.
I'll check my calendar because my
Yeah,
Sunday will
that's
be
okay.
over. My Sunday
That's
will be over by
correct.
so my Sunday is already started, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
my Sunday will be over when you begin yours when you come, right? So I will see
Yeah.
my working schedule for tomorrow and I will let Sampath know and you can tell your uh okay.
My
So
for me it's
since
okay.
I see
Anything.
your instant uh this is weekly
Sunday
report
and
form or what,
Saturday
right?
I'm good because I want to do this one.
We'll review this. No worries. You can keep working on this. I will tell you what all change you can do. Okay.
Okay, then that's fine. But this is not. This is second form. First form
So
I
so
am. We can talk tomorrow,
okay,
Sampath.
cool. Maybe Venkat, you sorry, Sampath, you still there? Sampath,
Should be.
hello.
Hello. Yeah, hi, Mank.
Maybe no. What?